Hi folks, well, the new chapter has just started. You are standing with me at the cow camp. I'm going to give you a little walkabout, and if any of you run into Buck Brannaman, tell him don't get jealous. If he works hard and eats his vegetables, he too could have this. So what we have here is what's called the fly, and that's the shade where we spend most of our day. And these poles is what Chinako drugged down 3 years ago when I had him in a pack saddle. They come out of the creek bottom. The disc blade keeps the fire hot, and when you're branding it keeps your irons hot because the steel gets hot. Okay, of course we keep a nice clean floor, bedroll. Now this is the office here where all the major decisions are made. Here's the kitchen. Always got a cup of Joe handy. For my friends in Australia, I've had this billy for 40 years, my friends. That's a genuine Aussie billy. Here's one of the freezers. That's how you wash up in the morning. Doesn't do any good, but that's what you try to do. Water, kitchen, groceries. Now around here on the back side of the main deal, got the rest of the pantry. I don't tell the other guys this. I had all the good stuff on this side. They don't know it's here, so don't tell anybody. Here's the firewood. This is the barn. It's where the horses stand and have the morning shade. Here's the tack room. It's where we keep the saddles at night. And if the weather gets tough, I just move my cot in here. And that, my friends, is the cow camp. So stay tuned. You're going to see some really cool stuff down the road. Thank you. We're training these bulls, folks, because I got to be able to be sometimes by myself and sort out a certain bull or 2 or 3 or 5 and put them somewhere. And so everything's done at a walk, and it's done at low stress because it makes sense. It's a very dangerous thing working around bulls, so we get them as quiet as we possibly can. And now you can see that the cattle just walked out of the corral instead of running. Nobody got behind them and said yippee or none of those words that people use. So this is low stress livestock handling is what you're watching. And this has been, we've worked with them for 2 days, and then this is how good they are. They were trotty when we got here. That's that ocean air breeze, man. It's about a kite. Better than Santa Ana's.
Yeah.
That is where the wind, but he lost his hat one time and had to go to Arizona to get it.
It's true.
Is it, they get like the 60, 70 mile per hour winds like we do in New Mexico?
It's where all the wind machines are concentrated.
Wind machines out his yard.
Really?
Yeah, it's either full blown this way or this way. I live in the pass, so it's always blowing.
Oh.
One direction or another, huh?
Yeah.
I remember that, yeah.
It's either a hot wind or a cold wind.
Depending on the summer or winter time, but yeah, it's strong.
Bracing against the wind.
You'd probably fall down if it stopped.
If I was a little lighter.
Aw.
You know how I met him?
How?
I was riding down the trail and I see this hat laying in the trail and I pick it up and his head's under it. I said, "Are you okay?" He says, "I got a good horse under me." That's how we met.
I was smiling.
Robert has a pizza oven. That's all I know about Robert.
You do remember that?
I do.
I was just talking about that because they said you were on the bread now, and I said I cannot get the pizza dough.
Really? I can't. I've not done pizza dough, but I can do bread, so maybe I can do pizza dough.
Yeah, because it's like an art in itself. You gotta leave it sitting there, and you can't let it sit too long or it gets too dry.
Now, do you just buy the dough that's already made, or are you not?
I do now because I can't make the dough. It either comes out like a brick or it's too watery.
We'll have to work on that.
Yeah, that's the whole deal to that oven.
I was gonna get one of those big green eggs.
Okay, Robert, go to the other side
And do
now.
pizza.
He's gonna fire up the machine and then you stay out of his way.
I gotta get you a little bit because it's cool.
With my hood on. My
Yeah.
big ear.
Are you freezing to death?
No, my ears get cold.
Okay. There's Dion.
Hey, Robert, come ahead a little bit. fishing and different groups of people. And how the Okies and the Arkies and the Tar Heels and the Prunies. Californians were Prunies. See, you know.
See? I'm just getting a little bit of a, you know.
Now, this ain't the Grand Canyon. Be careful walking backwards. You know, when they opened up Hoover Dam, they invited the chiefs to see it, which was an insult. So the one chief, he brought his chihuahua, holding it like this, having the ceremony. And they're going, isn't this amazing? Chief goes up and he's looking over the dam and his dog fell. Oh, man. He goes, doggone.
Go ahead.
I was up on the Crow Res, and there was a guy, the best tracker, the best Crow Indian tracker on the reservation. We're coming over a hill, coming back home, the whole crew, and here he is laying down there in a 2-track road on the ground. So we thought he's dead. Everybody runs down. I jump off my horse. I said, you okay? Nothing. I says, you all right? And he's got his head on the ground, and he says, 2 mules, 1 wagon, 1 boy blonde hair, 1 girl brown hair. I said, now I know you're a good tracker, but come on. How do you know that? They just ran over me.
Oh, man. Flatten them out. Dang. That's pretty good.
That's a good one, Pat.
The Crow told me that story.
He did?
Yeah, Kenneth Yellowtail.